Hi everyone, so there's been a bit of a hoo-ha about Elite Dangerous over the last couple of days, namely the removal of offline single player. It was something that was promised to Kickstarters and early backers that the game would have a no internet required offline mode, so effectively you could play it purely single player. Now the developers have decided that that isn't really going to be possible due to the technical limitations of what they're trying to do here. For all intents and purposes, the game will still have a single player mode, but you will require an always-on internet connection to get data from the servers, namely stuff like the economy information and so on, which is a vast table of information, as you might imagine, with over 500 million star systems I think they have in the game now. They say they haven't taken this decision lightly and they've been looking for solutions to the problem, and in some respects, I don't know, this is one of those ones where under-promise, over-deliver may very well have been a good position for Elite Dangerous to try and be in. At the end of the day, early backers are probably within their rights to be quite angry that the feature list has changed in that very specific way. If you were buying the game and backing it early on because you wanted that pure single play experience with no online at all, then you may very well feel a little cheated. For the developers' part, they've said that this single player but still connected to the internet aspect will work on spotty internet connections, and they're going to continue to do work there to make sure that it is a fairly low latency aspect to the game. But even so, for those people who have maybe no internet connection at all, this is going to be a bit of a blow. Hopefully the guys at Elite Dangerous will figure out a better long-term solution to this after launch, but obviously right now they're focused on getting the game out for December the 16th, I think is the final launch day. It is always a shame when a Kickstarter has to change the nature of itself in order to, well, launch successfully, but that is the nature of computer game development. Things very rarely ever go exactly according to plan, and at the end of the day, if they're trying to make a game which appeals to the widest possible audience and moves the technology forward, we kind of have to say to ourselves, is offline single player just holding everything back? In Elite Dangerous's case, I think the answer would be yes. It would lead to a compromised game, a smaller universe as it were, for you to fly around in on your own with a very limited data set. That data set would never actually update, thus giving you the same experience every single time you load up the game. Now for some people that might be perfect, but actually I think via the nature of Elite Dangerous and what it's trying to do conceptually, that just feels like the wrong, well, way to go about it really. Maybe they should have just said, look, we're building a massive multiplayer online space game, and that's the lot. But at the end of the day, this has been a long development process for them. They may very well have felt at the beginning they could achieve that, but actually long term, in order to produce a better game, one that really does push us forward, then that offline option had to go. It's a shame, but the reality is that we should be getting a better quality of game at the end of this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and Twitch, and do please like and comment on these videos as well. We love to chat. We're 100% independent. Help keep us that way. Become a patron on Patreon and support us with $1 a month to help keep us 100% independent. An honest opinion direct from the UK. All patrons are entered into our monthly prize draw to win items from our review bag. And once again, thanks for watching.